like horror games. I like them so much, in fact, that I've even made a video on not only one, but two games. I like the franchise. This game is not my favorite, and you can't view this playlist. I won't let you. A lot of the horror games I've been playing lately have one thing in common, the PS1 aesthetic, which is something I never really noticed until now, and honestly, I find that kind of weird. Games like Mouthwashing, Fears to Fathom, Katamari, Paratopic, and actually this is one of the games I'm talking about, so I'm gonna give you some time to process. Paratopic is actually one of the first PSX style games I've ever played, I think. I honestly wanted a reason to play this game again, because it's been years since I last played it, and I have it on the Switch too, so as weird as that is, it kind of makes sense. You see, Paratopic is actually pretty weird too. Its atmosphere is unsettling. The first few seconds you're being scolded by a guy in an empty hallway, just for him to walk off to a corner of the room where the lights flicker right after. The environment is just as unsettling, although it doesn't look like much to be spooked out about, minus the body right there. I mean, if my character isn't gonna complain, why should I? This game does its best emulating the heavy feeling of someone watching you. You're doing something that you shouldn't. I mean, that's the feeling I get mostly, but only because that stemmed off the fact that I'm supposed to be doing something. From what I understood, I'm some sort of agent transporting VHS tapes, and I also feel like that's something important to mention because this lady right here is actually my apartment neighbor, and she wants me to trade her VHS tapes. For a while, I didn't know what was so special about the tapes, and towards the end of the game, I still didn't know. This game also likes to share the story in a non-linear narrative, and that is done in such a way that I couldn't really understand. Not because of my lack of media literacy, but because the only amount of dialogue you get is when you're being scolded or when you're talking to this really cool gas station worker. I like this guy. He's pretty cool. Eventually, we reach the forest, and the only thing we have at the moment is a camera. What, you may ask? The snap pics of birds, of course. I actually don't know if that's the only purpose of the camera, but there's a random looking shed with an oddly placed steel door at the bottom of it, so that's cool too. And it's locked? Oh man, well, I better leave. Man, this place is boring. So this area of the game is actually the most confusing to me. I expect a place like this to be important in some sort of way. This is probably where the game expects me to connect all the dots, and I absolutely did not. The game likes to do these hard abrupt cuts to show that you're progressing in the game. The forest is where the game really starts messing with you. The abrupt cuts become more frequent, random storage containers starts appearing everywhere, and eventually you meet eyes with whatever that is. And hey, did he just kill me? Now here's the part that confused me. I come back, but with a weapon instead. I also shoot this guy at a diner. From what I understood, I'm playing as two people this whole time. What stuck with me when I first played this game all that time ago, and even now, is the PS1 graphic quality. With something that is pretty much outdated in terms of graphical fidelity, has a charm of its own. But the main reason in my eyes why horror and PS1 stylized graphics are so cool to me is the level of curiosity it gives. Majority of the time, you try to look in areas that you normally wouldn't in other modern titles. And that could be because that funny looking pixel looks like a person, but 9 times out of 10, it really is just a random object. Paratopic would be a game for me to actually sit through and maybe research and whatever, but that's not the premise of this video. I'm still talking about the rabbit hole, so let me get back to that by talking about the game Hole. You see, I thought it was smart because I said rabbit hole is a first-person extraction shooter, where you run through a huge office building in hopes to grab materials and leave. The only thing that really sells this game for me is the atmosphere. A calm blue and green tint that makes this calm but eerie environment, which is honestly perfect, with the cherry on top being that the visuals of the game are very dim too. It suits the game quite nicely and made my overall experience way more suspenseful, even when I practically did nothing. The base map of this game starts off in the office building. There is an additional 2 other maps, but I haven't explored them yet, so they don't exist. The office itself is so huge, with multiple rooms usually leading to other areas of the map, like a never-ending maze with the same format over and over again. And with the way the game is and how it looks, I thought I ended up seeing people in places where they weren't. That also stems within the fact that the enemy spawn rate is almost non-existent. You have to be pretty lucky to even find them. Majority of the enemies are not only against you, but they're against each other. So whenever you hear a conflict on the horizon, always expect to fight more than one person, if you can even find them. And you're obviously not defenseless. You have a standard pistol with the most annoying controls known to man. Well, not really, but the cock your gun back is the scroll wheel. That's ridiculous. And the cherry on top isn't the enemies, except for this guy.
Hey, why are you pushing? What is that? What is that? Oh my god! Get away from me! He's alive! He's alive! He's alive! He's alive! He's alive! Oh my god! Where's the nearest toilet? Where's the nearest toilet? Where's the nearest toilet? Oh my god, he's so fast! Where is he? Oh my god!
It's your health. The health you have in this game isn't much. You're pretty vulnerable. Dang it, at all times. So on top of the amount of looting, shooting, low visuals, and weapon management, you're prone to hallucinate on what is there and what isn't there, which in my case affected my actions and usually in a way that didn't help me in the slightest. Yeah, I still played this game, which isn't a bad thing. Man, this game is awesome. But willingly, being confused and scared is something I like, which is also pretty weird. And on the topic of being confused and scared, this next game fills out all those boxes perfectly. Introducing Leading to the first ever PSX game I've played all the way to the most recent felt not only fitting, but right. Foghorns Drown just came out by the time I'm writing the script, and what sold me to buy it before even knowing anything was obviously the PS1 graphics, and also that it reminded me of Silent Hill. I love Silent Hill. I find the story of this game so cool. You're a ferryman, and fun fact, a ferryman's job is to transport passengers or cargo across a body of water, but in Greek mythology, ferrymen are to bring the newly dead towards the underworld. Now, why did I mention this? Give me a second and I'll get there. Across the body of water is a small village filled with young people, old people, a fish, a really big one, and a church. This church is creepy, man. The way the ankles are set, the body language of everyone inside the church makes me feel like something bad is happening, and something is. It's affecting the people around me. It's killing people, and they don't know how to fight this disease. Bodies are appearing in the ocean, in the well, and it really seems like it's getting to me. My character. It's gotten to the point where I can't tell if my character's hallucinating or seeing reality, and it turns out the leader is infected, and it's only getting worse. Disease that had nearly killed the town years ago had unexpectedly, we can't do this for a third time, oh my, had unexpectedly come back. Nice twist, right? Well, wait until you find out you're killing these people. The body in the water. That was you. You're not just doing it for the fun of it, and it's obvious that the ferryman's actions is eating him up inside, hallucinating about killing these people, having nightmares of them. The town's leader has not only assigned you with this task, it's only because he thinks the only way to fix the situation is to kill everyone. You're rowing a ferry just to get from one side of town to the other, so popping some pills wasn't exactly around the corner, you know what I'm saying. Once you pass, you meet the previous ferryman from before you took the mantle, and takes you away. After this, I think you become the new ferryman, and I don't know. I had to play this game again just for this video, and I felt the same way I did last time, uncomfortable, uneasy, and once it was finally over, at ease. Now, I ain't never done anything that made me act this way, like this guy did, but I felt responsible. I felt guilty. And this very same feeling was shared once I beat Silent Hill 2. It's all about Silent Hill 2. This is actually a video about Silent Hill 2. Well, if you're still here, I feel like now is a good time to mention that I have a Discord server. Well, a new one. It's open for members, so you want to join that too, you can. Thank you for watching the video. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it right here actually. Yeah, I am.